morning and welcome to our first 5th grade awards assembly of this year. This is Pod 1. We are proud to celebrate the successes of students in Ms. Godwin, Mrs. McCormick, Mrs. Dobrinsky, and Ms. Starkey's classes as we close out this wild and crazy 2020-2021 school year. I'm Principal Hine. I want to welcome all of our parents who are watching live, or maybe you're watching later recorded, but we're so glad you're able to join us to celebrate the success of our students. Many of my students know that one of my favorite things to do in the summertime, I like to go to places like, Colorado, and I like to climb mountains. One of my favorite things to do is to climb a really tall mountain summit, work all day, trying to get over obstacles, maybe a tree over the trail or a big rocky outcropping that might be an obstacle, and finally get to the top of that mountain where there's a really spectacular view. And then one thing I like to do when I see that view is I like to try to look back at where I started. Maybe I can even see my car. Sometimes the car might be too far away. I can't even see it because I've gone so far to climb up this mountain. And then I think, wow, how far I've come. Look how far away that is. Look at the obstacles I cleared. That was not easy, and I can feel so proud that I made it to the top. Well, today, this is kind of like getting to the top of that mountain. It's not quite as scenic here in our pit, but you all have climbed the 5th grade mountain, and it hasn't been an easy year. You can look back and see days that were particularly difficult. Maybe it was a unit in your class that was really difficult. Maybe you struggled with math or ELA, and you overcame and had some real success. That's what today's about. We're looking back on our 5th grade trail, and we are celebrating the journey. And each of you, whether honored up here today or not, has completed that journey in a particularly difficult year. And as your principal, I'm very, very proud of you. So parents, here's what we're going to do. We have a series of awards that we're going to give out. And myself, Mrs. Frame, my assistant principal, and Ms. Conklin, our 4th grade counselor, will introduce our awards so you know kind of what they're for. That way our students will know as well what the award is about, what it means. And then each of our teachers will take a turn coming up here and presenting those awards to their class students that earned those awards. So we're going to start off today with what's called our subject awards. And these are students who had excellent achievement in each of our core 4 subjects. And so the teachers have selected an outstanding student in math, science, ELA, math, science, English, and social studies. And we'll present those awards now. So starting with Miss Godwin with her math and science awards.
For outstanding math, I have Dirk DeKender. Also for outstanding math, I have Miley Lopez. For science, I have Isabella McMahon. And also for science, I have Kira Stout. And now Mrs. McCormick will present.
Okay, so I'm going to start with my reading awards. First up is Miss Olivia James. Next I have for reading is Reagan Armstrong. Then for social studies, I have Easton Weagle. And then also for social studies, I have Jackson Williams. be Mrs. Dobrinsky for her math and science.
Good morning. I first want to give my math award, and the first award goes to Mr. Carter Bailey. My second math certificate goes to Miss Brooke Griffith. My science awards, my first certificate goes to Clay Gerard.
Clay. Never come around, guys.
And my next certificate goes for science, Braxton Barton. Now to present is Mrs. Starkey.
Okay, first for the reading award, Chloe 6. Caleb Kent. For social studies, Ben Davis. Bryson Jackson. Mrs. Frame. Here at Lakeview, we love to celebrate student growth and improvement. The next two awards are for students with the most growth in iStations for math and reading, and then also overall improvement. And the overall improvement award is not necessarily academic based. It can be improvement in any areas that teacher chose. Ms. Godwin will present first. Okay, for improvement on math iStations, we have Matthew Gunter. Again for math iStation growth, Adeline Redpath. And my overall improvement award is going to Nicholas Bradley.
Okay, my ISIP ELA award goes to Brian Anaya. And then my next ELA iStation and ISIP award goes to Natalia Valdez. And finally, my most improved student award goes to Mr. Gavin Franklin.
Okay, so for my award for most growth in the math iStation goes to Tough Pruitt. My next award goes to Grayson Todd. And for my most improved student performance, it goes to Mr. Ben Douglas. The next to present is Mrs. Starkey.
For my ELA iStation Award, it goes to Maddie Goley. And Luke Oberst. The Most Improved Student Award goes to Noah Williams. And next we have Mr. Hine.
All right. So much fun so far. I love seeing these certificates going out. These next ones are really, really special to me. We have one award that we've never given away at Lakeview before. The first one that's going to be issued out by the teachers is called the CLP Award. And a year ago, I don't think any of us knew the phrase CLP, the acronym CLP, but we sure know it now. We may not even remember what it stands for, but it's Continuous Learning Plan, but we all definitely know what a CLP day is, don't we? If I said tomorrow's CLP day, I was like, oh, okay, got my Chromebook at home, and that's a tough day because many of you had to overcome, I was talking about that mountain trail, those were days you had to overcome obstacles. Maybe the internet wasn't working right at your house, or maybe it wasn't working right for your teacher, wherever they were. Maybe you had a dog jumping on the bed while you were trying to pay attention. Maybe your little brother or little sister was in the way. Lots of things could get in the way of learning on CLP days. And so our teachers wanted to recognize students that put out exceptional effort to be there, to be engaged, to participate, and make CLP days a success for the class. So they're going to recognize winners of their CLP award. The other award that we're about to give out is really, really special to me, and it's called the Miller 5 Award. Parents, if you don't know, at Lakeview, we really focus on 5 big character traits of being ready, respectful, responsible, resilient, and relational. We believe that all behaviors of students and really and adults can be tied into those 5 character traits, and any mistakes we make as students and adults also fall into those 5 things. And so we believe that if we focus on those 5 things and doing them well, we will be great, well-rounded, contributing citizens, again, both as students and adults. And so we want to recognize the students that best exemplify the Miller 5. Now, students, I want you to hear this. I know that it's tough for your teachers to pick Miller 5 award winners. I know there's way more than one student in each class that work hard every day to model the Miller 5. So if you walk away with one of these Miller 5 certificates, that is a big, big deal to be recognized in a group this size by your teachers. So at this time, our Pod 1 teachers will present their CLP and Miller 5 awards, starting with Ms. Godwin.
Okay, my first CLP award is going to Lily Orr. Another CLP award is going to Wyatt Livesey. CLP is going to Kaylee McCallum. My first Miller 5 award is going to Marcus Buffalo. And my last Miller 5 award is going to Paula Solis. And she is not here. So here is Mrs. McCormick.
Okay, my first CLP award is for Miss Allie Trendle. And my next CLP award is for Mr. Jacob Graham. And then for my Miller 5 awards, I have Mr. Radley Vermillion. And finally, I have Miss Ruby Stevens. And next up to present is Mrs. Dobrinsky.
Can I just say that it's been a joy and honor to have your students in my classroom this year. My first CLP award goes to Mr. Zach Gray. My next CLP award goes to Mr. Drake Fletcher. My last CLP award goes to Mr. Eli McGee. My Miller 5 shout out gentleman for my class goes to Mr. Jack Coco. And for my young lady for my class, it goes to Miss Kennedy Shaw. And now Mrs. Starkey will come to present.
Okay, for my CLP awards, Addison Schitt. And Emma Patterson. For my Miller 5 awards, Kason Jones. And Olivia Hamilton. And now Ms. Conklin.
Good morning, everyone. The next award is for surviving the global pandemic. So this is an exceptional award that our fifth graders are going to get. You all have done something that no other group of fifth graders before you have ever done. You have survived your fifth grade year during the middle of a global pandemic. And indeed, that's right. In doing so, you have gone to school online, you've gone to school on Zoom, you've gone to school in your classrooms, you've stayed in little small groups, your cohort groups, with your mask on, and you have done an absolute fabulous job of doing so. I just can't tell you how proud of you I am, and I know everyone is just as proud of you. You all have learned ways to cope. You've watched Advent 1 on Liftoff Live every morning and tried to glean some different ideas on how to deal with your feelings and things during all of this. You've done such a great job. You've learned to be relational when it's been so difficult. Just staying in your own little groups and not being moved around to different tables and things throughout the year. So for that, you also have done such a great job. With all of that said, you all are about to embark upon another wonderful, wonderful journey in your life. You are getting closer to being sixth graders here at Lakeview. So I sure hope your sixth grade year is going to be awesome and amazing. And when you go back to class, each and every one of you is going to get a Global Pandemic Award from your teachers.
All right, that's right. We are so proud. Again, like I said, climbing a mountain isn't easy, and you all have done it with extra challenges in the way. And that's what that award is all about, enduring, showing resiliency during such a difficult year that we all will remember 40, 50 years from now. We'll remember, you'll be able to say, and bore your grandkids with stories of, I went to school during a pandemic. And grandpa's talking about the pandemic again. But you'll be able to say you did, because I'm telling you, none of us, I didn't go to school during one. I didn't earn that award. So that's very special. I know your teachers will be proud to present that to each of you a little bit later. I do want to say some things, first off, to our parents. Parents, we do recognize that this is a particularly challenging year for you. And raising students and helping them learn is a team effort, always. But this year, more than ever, we recognize, our staff recognizes that parents went above and beyond time and time again, day and night, helping our kids keep learning. And it didn't happen without your extra effort. We know that you spent time at the kitchen table, making sure they were getting logged in, making sure assignments were getting turned in, making sure messages to teachers were returned, maybe even teaching a few lessons, trying to remember back in school when you learned that skill and trying to remember it so you could help your child master it. And so we want to thank our parents today for your extra effort in making this year a success. Students, how about a round of applause for our families? I also want to recognize our teachers this year did things that teachers have never done. You know, they always say, like, the U.S. mail, they talk about mail carriers delivering rain, sleet, snow. I don't know the whole motto they have, but they can deliver the mail no matter what the weather. Well, I'm telling you what, our teachers delivered quality lessons and learning no matter the weather this year. They taught from home, they taught from school, in empty classrooms, they taught in classrooms with students. Masks on, masks off, it was a crazy year, and teachers adapted, they were creative, they were innovative, they were collaborative, and they got it done and made sure learning continued no matter what happened this school year. So how about a round of applause for our teachers? I even want to make a special note. We have a person here in our audience who helped us to have a successful start to the school year in our pod and continues to show their giving spirit and giving nature, because right now this is his break time. And even Mr. Z is here to celebrate. wanted to recognize, that says a lot about Mr. Zamarica. He's done so much for our school this year, but he's helping out in Pod 3. And this is Pod 3's off time, and he spent the first, I don't remember, Miss Starkey, two months of the school year about, all the way till November with Miss Starkey's class and Mrs. Dobrinsky's class. And again, it's his off time, and he's here cheering on the students that he started their school year, because I know that he loves to see them get their certificates and be celebrated. And that just right there, that's the heart of a teacher as well. So thank you to our teachers, Mr. and everybody called on. It's very good. So students, my last message is for you. So we've celebrated a lot of success today. Each piece of paper in your hands, if you have a piece of paper, and some of you are about to get one when you get back to your class, represents a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, a lot of perseverance. If your teacher chose you for something, it means that you stood above in that area. Whether it was achievement or maybe growth and improvement, you had a successful year. Everybody did. You made it to the top of the 5th grade mountain. And I am very proud of you. I know Mrs. Frame, Ms. Conklin, we are just so proud of your efforts, and we are excited that we have made it to the top of the 5th grade mountain. So right on the other side of the hall, a new mountain awaits you, and you're gonna have a great summer, hopefully, of rest and relaxation. But as principal, I wanna let you know, we are now about, I gotta do my math, 30 hours away. And I'm going to say, in 30 hours, I declare that you all become Lakeview's newest 6th grade class. Oh yeah, it's going to be great. So, thank you everyone for joining us. Parents, thanks again for your support. We wish everyone a blessed, fun, safe summer. Have a great day.